Good morning, Owen Valley. Welcome back to the Weekly News. We're your hosts, Charles Kim
and James Clayton. This Sunday, the high school and middle school contrabands will be performing at 2:30, located in the auditorium.
The Saturday before that, the choir will be performing at 6 p.m. located at the auditorium. Tickets for the choir are $10. For the band, it's completely free. Let's give a big round of applause to the OVHS Student Council for participating in the Merry Meter contest.
Let's also give a round of applause to Mr. Cowan's second period class, as they have made the switch that was used to light up the town square on Saturday night. The freshman and sophomore class will be doing an ice cream fundraiser during this Friday's basketball game. A dish is $4 and a sundae is $5. Before we move on to the sports people at OVTV, we have just one question for you.
Are you one of those people that struggle to get the perfect Christmas gift for your parents? Well, if so, then I have a solution for you. Patman is doing a Christmas special on hoodies for only $20, not to mention the other glorious products they offer. For example, engraved tumblers for $20, because it's not like your family doesn't have 4 or more of those just sitting around your house anyway.
Now, like we said earlier, let's move on to sports with
Tyler Grigsby and Brennan Fishburn.
Thank you, Charles. Here are this week's upcoming matches. Monday, December 11th, boys freshman basketball is a game against Edgewood High School.
December 12th, varsity wrestling has a match against Indian Creek High School, and girls JV varsity basketball has a game against Linton Stockman High School. December 13th, boys freshman basketball has a game against Cascade High School. And December 16th, varsity wrestling has a match against BHSN Bo Henry Classics.
Don't forget that Patman will be selling OV merch at almost every basketball game. The cheer team will be presenting their Christmas halftime performance at the game on Friday. Back to you, Charles.
Thank you, Tyler. With our annual dance marathon coming up, we want to learn more about it. So we have members of the youth board to answer some questions for us. On to you, Chuck. Thank you, Charles. With the upcoming dance marathon coming up, we're wanting to ask some questions here. So we have some members of the youth board, Jalen Kay and Andy Burkhart. Yeah, so what all should we be expecting from this new dance marathon?
From the dance marathon, you should expect to just have fun. There will be games there like bounce houses. There will be some Riley kids that will tell their stories. We have food and a t-shirt for you.
Now, I'm sure something like this probably costs a lot of money. I mean, something even smaller, like planning some kid's birthday party, that already costs hundreds of dollars. Mm-hmm. So how much money did you guys have to spend on this?
So far we haven't spent like too much money because we haven't been able to set anything up for it yet until like the actual day comes. But we do have a lot of people who bring in like donations, so it's not as much as you'd think it really is. But we also get a lot of money from just like people bringing in things for us. So
now, when planning something that's as huge as this, I'm sure it'll probably take a long time to make sure we have all the right equipment, all the right connections. So how early perhaps did you start the process of planning?
We started at the very beginning of the year, and it'll go all the way until the dance marathon, where we'll spend like from very early in the morning all the way up to what time the dance marathon starts to like get it all set together.
So I'm sure a lot of us are very excited for this, but we don't have too much information on it just yet. So when will it be taking place?
It does take place February 17th from 5 to 10, which that is a Saturday. You can also look for like flyers around the school. There's like with more information on those.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have today. Back to you, Chuck. Thank you, Chuck.
Make sure to sign up for the Patriot Hours, because according to Mr. Boltinghouse, 127 people have not signed up for this week's Patriot Hours. But anyway, stay on top of those grades.
Go Patriots!